Think twice, because it's another day for you and me in paradise. This is a song that came out in 1989 by Phil Collins, one of my favorite musicians. It's a great song, and it reminds me of two times in my life when it really struck me that I really should be thinking twice. The first time was in 1990 when I was a kid on vacation, driving down Interstate 95 on the way to Florida, sitting in a motel room with my brother and sister, watching the music video from this song. We didn't have a lot of money growing up, but being in that motel and being on our way to Florida on a vacation reminded me that even if you don't have money, you should appreciate what you have.
Oh, think twice, 'cause it's another day for you and me in paradise.
And then more recently, last year, I thought of the song as I was jet-lagged, walking around the city of Adelaide, South Australia, in the wee hours of the morning, looking for a cup of coffee and a little bit of brekkie, as they call it. But I found a nice cafe, I sat down for some breakfast, and the song was playing in the cafe. Think twice, because it's another day for you and me in paradise. I was jet-lagged, but I was traveling on vacation, having a great time, and I had just retired from the military. I couldn't deny it. Life was good, and the song hit just at the right time.
Oh, think twice, 'cause it's another day for you and me in paradise.
So think twice is more than just a caution. It's a demand to wake up before autopilot gets in the way of your life. Phil Collins used that phrase inside a song about ignoring suffering while calling our comfort paradise. But the deeper question is, what else in life deserves a second look before we just rush past it? Maybe wisdom begins when reaction slows down and awareness catches up.
She calls out to the man on the street, "Sir, can you help me? It's cold and I'm nowhere to sleep. Is there somewhere you can tell me?"
So now here's 10 good reasons to think twice about how you address the various aspects of your life. Reason number 1, think twice to appreciate now. Life is mostly lost by living mentally ahead of yourself. People tend to miss meals, they miss sunsets, conversation, walks, and ordinary life because they're mentally on to the next thing. Presence is not passive. It is the recovery of the only moment where life can actually be lived. Thinking twice, or that second thought, can interrupt, hurry, and return you to what is already here. Most people do not need more time first. They need more attention first.
Think twice.
Reason number 2, think twice to appreciate what you already have. Gratitude often requires a deliberate second glance. When it comes to your home, health, family, freedom, having working limbs, peace, having food, having just a little bit of money, even surviving. Human beings adapt fast, which means blessings quickly turn invisible. What looks ordinary now may once have been your prayer, your goal, or your rescue. Sometimes the second thought is the one that turns scarcity into enough.
Think twice.
Reason number 3, think twice to stay open to possibility. The first thought is often fear, but the second thought can be faith. The first thought can be defense, but your second thought is choice. Just think about the infinite possibilities that are always in front of you, those infinite choices and infinite things that you could possibly do. A closed mind protects itself quickly, but an open mind gives reality one more chance to surprise it. Psychology, philosophy, and theology all reward some form of hopeful openness over reflexive despair. Your second thought may be where courage begins.
Think twice.
And reason 4, think twice because life itself is a gift. Not like a greeting card kind of thing, but in a cosmic improbability way. Think about your life here on this crazy planet. This planet, this consciousness, this brief chance to be here at all deserves more reverence than routine usually gives it. Many ancient traditions treat existence as sacred, or borrowed, or temporary, which all point towards appreciation. A second thought can turn existence from background noise into a miracle. I'll put a link right here on the screen to check out my video about heaven being a state of mind, and the fact that we may already be in heaven.
Think twice.
And reason 5, think twice before walking past suffering. Be compassionate. That's the moral force inside Phil Collins' 1989 song. And it doesn't have to be the problem highlighted in that particular song, homelessness. It can apply to loneliness, depression, grief, burnout, aging, poverty, and invisibility, things that happen to all of us. The phrase lands hardest when someone in pain becomes easy to ignore because they interpret your comfort. Compassion usually begins when convenience gets interrupted and you choose to see anyway. Sometimes thinking twice means asking, what am I pretending not to notice?
Think twice.
And reason 6, think twice before trusting your first reaction. First reactions are often ego, fear, habit, or tribal conditioning. We know this from the work of Daniel Kahneman and Amos Tversky, that we have System 1, impulsive, reactive, immediate thinking, and then also System 2, well thought out, logical, reasoned, calm thinking. Philosophy and psychology both suggest the unexamined first impulse is not always your wisest self. The pause between reaction and response may be where character is formed. So don't let reflex run your life. And this can apply to arguments, social media, politics, dating, parenting, even work. A second thought can save you from becoming a prisoner of your own wiring.
Think twice.
And reason 7, think twice because consequences ripple. Words, decisions, and small acts travel farther than they seem. Theology calls this sowing and reaping. Systems thinking calls it downstream effects like second order and third order. Life calls it consequences. This applies to money, relationships, and health, and reputation, addiction, and all your habits. A second thought now can prevent a much bigger mess later on. So the bottom line here is, wisdom is often just delayed impulsiveness.
Think twice.
And next, reason number 8, think twice before speaking. Language can clarify, heal, distort, wound, or lock people into stories they cannot escape. We deal with a lot of words and a lot of language in our life. Texts, comments, arguments, sarcasm, gossip. And even just one sentence can change a day or a relationship. The first version of what you want to say is not always the truest or most useful version. Ancient wisdom traditions put enormous weight on the tongue for a reason. A second thought can make your words lighter, cleaner, and more precise.
Think twice.
And reason 9, think twice before giving yourself away to cynicism. It can feel intelligent while quietly draining your wonder, your courage, and your compassion. Cynicism can feel like sophistication, and I'm guilty of this too, but often it is just disappointed idealism with armor on. The first thought may say nothing matters, but the second thought may remember duty, beauty, love, or responsibility. Philosophy without hope becomes sterile. Theology without hope becomes fear, and psychology without hope becomes management. A second thought can keep your soul from hardening.
Think twice.
The final reason, reason 10, think twice because your life is being shaped by what you repeatedly notice, choose, ignore, and bless. The second thought is not indecision, it is awakened living. Presence, gratitude, compassion, responsibility, and hope all begin with interruption of the automatic. Maybe think twice really means live once, but more consciously. The second thought is not weakness. It may be the doorway to wisdom. So maybe you can think of other reasons to think twice. Go ahead and add your reason in the comment section below. But think twice, because it's another day for you and me in paradise. And how you approach your life could change if you just think twice. That's all for this week. Thanks for being here. Until next time, keep thinking and being, and do not go gentle into that good night.